Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I like to talk about the true Dhamma or Nirvana for early people who have the wisdom. If you are a real person who want to attain Nirvana this life, you have to listen to me early. Because I have attained Nirvana for 19 years, I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana this life as well. I'm ready, but are you ready? The topic to speak in this video is, I want to know what love, I want to know what suffering is, I want to know what happiness is. It's just a thought. Oh, just kidding. Let's get back to learn Dhamma. The true Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence because our true self doesn't really exist. The Lord Buddha taught, everything on this earth is soulless. It's not an ego. Everything on this earth is soulless. It's not an ego. The true Dhamma in Buddhism is a pure remainton, it's universal truth. It doesn't have the fictional language to say. True Dhamma in Buddhism is not possible to teach each other because there's nothing to teach. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about the flavors I share or thought processes. Because the ideas is the heart of question of false suffering. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, as I told you, until you can realize your thought, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to the false suffering. The topic to speak in this video, I said, I want to know what suffering is. I want to know what happiness is. It's just a thought. Start kidding. The meaning of suffering and happiness is just a thought. Where can I find the meaning of happiness? Where can I find the meaning of suffering? What you see now, it doesn't mean a man who is walking. It doesn't mean a man who is standing. What you see over here now, you see in the way you see, you hear in the way you hear. The true Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence because our true self doesn't really exist. Every story I convey in the video, I want you to understand about the flavors I share or thought processes. Because the ideas is the heart of question of false suffering. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, as I told you, until you can realize your thought, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to the false suffering. The topic to speak in this video, I say, I want to know what suffering is. I want to know what happiness is. It's just a thought. Just kidding. The meaning of suffering, the meaning of happiness, it's just a thought. True Dhamma in Buddhism, there's nothing to teach. And the most important is, there's no language to say. The true Dhamma in Buddhism, there's nothing to teach. And the most important is, there's no language to say. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you for understanding about the flavors I share for thought processes. Because the idea is a hard question of false suffering. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, as I told you, until you can realize your thought, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to fall suffering. I say, I want to know what suffering is. I want to know what happiness is. It's just a thought. Just kidding. The meaning of suffering, the meaning of happiness is just a thought. And the most important is it doesn't really exist. The true Dhamma in Buddhism, we study only the subject of the mind. We did not study about the human existence. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, the best way to end fall suffering, until you can realize your thought. That means you have mindfulness and wisdom to end fall suffering. Can you understand me? The meaning of suffering, the meaning of happiness, it doesn't really exist. The meaning of happiness, the meaning of suffering, it doesn't really exist. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, as I told you, until you can realize your thought, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to fall suffering. Nothing more to study than this. Please bear in mind.